of this institution for having organized. God may continue blessing them, and I pray that God may bless us even as we fellowship today. Now, today I want us to learn something about evangelism, and I will entitle my short homily, I will entitle The Church Greatest Need. The Church Greatest Need. And one of the things that we recognize and realize today is that there has been a laxity in the church drive in its mission work. The church is not passionate in the mission of the church as the church ought to be passionate. And the Bible tells us, Jesus Christ, while talking to his disciples, he told his disciples in the book of Mark chapter 24, verse number 14, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world as a witness, then the end shall come. But there seem to be, we seem to be overtaken by events that we are not having the capacity to make sure that this gospel is going to the ends of the world. And this gospel cannot go forth except through evangelism. Now, one of the things that we have always confused evangelism with is that evangelism is a program. But when you look at evangelistic principles from the Bible, evangelism is the culture of the church. Is evangelism. The church that does not evangelize cannot grow. And so actually before that, Jesus had already told them in verse number 14, verse number 12, Jesus had said unto them that, because iniquity shall abound, verse number 12, Matthew chapter 24, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall grow cold. But he that shall endure to the end, the person who will hold on up to the end, Jesus says, these ones shall be saved. Then he proclaims, this gospel of the kingdom must be preached in all the world as a witness, then the end shall come. I also believe that the apostles never comprehended the depth of the meaning of what Jesus had spoken to them. And so the apostles knew that Jesus was always with them. And so they never comprehended the reality of the words of Christ. And so the Bible says, when you go back to the book of Mark chapter 16, from verse number 13, and Mark chapter 16, verse number 13, and he appeared unto them when they sat at meat, and he reprimanded them. What is wrong with you? One, the Bible says, verse number 13 of Mark chapter 6, the Bible says Jesus reprimanded them, one, because of their unbelief and the hardness of their heart. So when Jesus was telling them this gospel must go forth, they thought, yeah, we will take it. We will take it. You walk on water. You do a lot of things. So yeah, this gospel definitely will go forth. Now Jesus is dead. Jesus is resurrected from the dead. These people don't believe. Actually, the Bible says, and when he appeared unto these 11 people, he upbraided them. To upbraid just means to reprimand them. He reprimanded them. What is wrong with you, Peter? Why can't you believe? I told you, I will resurrect after 3 days. So the Bible says he upbraided them because of one, because of their unbelief. Secondly, because of the hardness of their heart. Remember, some of them had already started going back fishing. Some of them had already started going back to their businesses. Others were on their way to Emmaus saying that, there was a gentleman who came around. He told us we thought he was the Messiah. We thought he was going to deliver Israel. But now it's been 3 days.